And welcome to Bob's Barn Jamborees on this nice sunny day. Wanna gonna have a good show here. Larry Eberly out of Nashville, Michigan. Grew up in Mulligan. Over on the right is a jar that anybody wants to put a donation in there to help Linda and I keep this thing going. Looks like we got a sparse audience today. The storm's kind of irritated some people. Let's see, please turn your cell phones off. Cameras don't like it. And let's see, bathrooms are in the house. Restrooms are in the house. Why don't you put your hands together and give Larry Eberly a nice welcome.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again with candy cans and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. And the thing that will make you see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls that will talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon everywhere you go, there's a tree in a grand hotel, one in the park as well. The sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that will make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. Crosby, Dean Martin, Danny Kaye, Jerry Lewis. I cut my teeth on these old songs from years ago, back when I was just a little tight to my mom. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls that will talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. Oh! It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that will make them ring is the jolly that you bring right within your heart. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Larry Eberly. I typically do gospel music, which I'll do some a little bit later on. But when it gets around this time of the season, it's a great time of the season to bring joy into people's lives, bring happiness and just laughter. And I mean, Christmas is awesome. It really is. It's not about the snow. It's not about the bells. You know, it's about the Savior who came and gave his life and was born on this particular day. Well, on Christmas Day, actually. So, I'm going to do a bunch of Christmas carols for you. I feel like I should be in cowboy boots or, a cowboy hat or something when I come out here. It's the most wonderful time of the year. With the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's a happiest season of all. With those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings, friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for roasting, caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing. Loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for roasting, caroling out in the snow. Scary ghost stories and tales of the glories Christmases long, long ago. Long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. With those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings, loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time. I said the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Thank you. I went in a while back, a couple years ago. I went to sing at this little church on the country down in Indiana. You know, there might have been 50, 60 people there, and it was during the wintertime, and the snowstorm had kind of come in. It wasn't too bad. So anyways, I went there, and I went and sang on a love offering, and so when they come to take the love offering time, the deacons went back and they got the money and they counted it and all that. And well, inside of this one envelope, there was a fairly good share of money. And the pastor got up to the mic and he said, you know what? He said, somebody gave a fairly sizable money. It was a little over $150. And whoever that person was, if you'd like to stand up, we'll let you pick the first hymn. So out of nowhere, this little old lady, about 89, she stands up in the back, and she could have been 120. I mean, she stands up in the back, she waves her arm like that, and the pastor says, okay, ma'am. She goes, I don't know who you are. Evidently, you're from out of town, but you get to pick the next hymn. And she looks around at the church, and she goes, I'll take him and him and him. So I guess when you even get that age, you never lose that fire, right? It was quite comical. She was a fire little gal. She was looking straight at me, too, and I'm going like, I don't think so. I'm a married man, excuse me. But I'm not getting much out of the monitors up here. Can you turn them up a little bit? Just hear those sleigh bells ringling, jing, jing, jingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, let's look at the show. We're riding in the wonderland of snow. Giddy up, it's grand, just holding your hand. We're riding along with a song in a wintry fairyland. Outside churches, come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. There's a birthday party at the home of Farmer Gray. It's a perfect ending of a perfect day. We'll be singing the songs we love to sing without a single stop. While at the fireplace, while we watch the chestnuts pop, there's a happy feeling nothing in the world can buy when they pass around the chocolate and the pumpkin pie. We'll be singing the songs we love to sing without a single stop. Hear those sleigh bells jingling, ding, ding, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride with you. Let's go, let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand, just holding your hand. We're riding along with a song in a wintry fairyland. Cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy cozy are we. So we're snuggled up together like the birds of a feather would be. Outside the snow is falling and things are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. You know, if anybody can mess up a song, that'd be a good one to mess it up on. You ever did that? For a lot of, if you go out and do something like this every once in a while, you kind of, your tongue gets all tied up into a knot. And then when that happens, you kind of forgot where you were at, you know? Well, that was one of those times. Not uncommon when you get up and do something in front of people. There was an elderly couple that, well, they always fought all the time. You like jokes? You feel like you want to laugh a little bit? So this elderly couple, they always fought, constantly always fought. So some friends of theirs come and said, you know what? You need to go see a psychiatrist because you need some help. Your marriage is in real trouble. So after fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting for years and years, they decided to go see the psychiatrist. So as soon as they get into the vehicle, they start arguing. They get to the psychiatrist's office, and they start arguing, and they argue more. They don't like the color of the paint on the wall. They didn't like the carpet. The psychiatrist had a mustache. It didn't matter. They fought about everything. So this went on for weeks, and the psychiatrist was about fit to be tied. He just didn't know what to do anymore. So he went back to his desk, and he thought for a minute, and he got this idea. So he walks up to the gal. He picks her up, looks her square in the eye, puts his arms around her in a nice big hug, and just lays a big one right on her. Her eyes got about that big around. She looked at him with this big grin on her face. So she turned right around and she laid one right back on him for about twice as long. So and the psychiatrist steps back and shakes his head. And he looks at her and he looks at the guy and he said, "Sir, you see, that's exactly what she needs about 3 times a week." Without hesitation, the old boy looked back at the psychiatrist and said, "Fine, I'm going to bring her back here to you on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays."